What is up, guys? Wraec is here with a new video, and today, we are finally going to go for Seal and Shadow again. We did a little bit of Seal and Shadow without any homeowners, any sublimations, nothing like that, and I figured we will just now finish it, because I just bought a new hero, and well, you can already see it right here. We got this beautiful copy of Ezreal, GK Defier, skill damage 6,500 attack, B plus HP, which is kind of nice considering you don't really want him to survive a whole lot. 59 speed is absolutely decent, and of course the huge attack value. Like it's quite nice to have way more attack than you have HP on Ezreal, so you can kill himself off easily, get the revive, get back to full life, get going. We put him in as a homeowner. He doesn't have the nicest tenants. Like, it's okay, he has DTV, he has MFF usually on our Ferrokin Vessel, so she has a decent amount of attack. What we can still do though, what I didn't do, give me a second, we can still optimize that attack a little bit. Where is my DTV? There he is, and then we just swap out this for flag, and of course we can run an attack stone, a bit more attack here as well. So now we should have pretty much optimal attack on this guy, and this guy now is 15.6 million, quite nice. No particularly good stone, holy damage, attack should do fine though. We have like the melodic strings here as well. Pretty standard gear, nothing too fancy really. I mean, he's supposed to die, he's supposed to kill himself, revive and so on. We have like 66.8% crit, hoping for the crit of course. Could also run a crit damage stone. I mean, like, do we have that? Oh my god, these are like some ugly stones. Crit damage is honestly quite nice. Let's roll for that. Oh no, we have like 50k again. I still don't get how I can have like no mats at all at no given time. Block attack, horrible stone, never use that on him. We can run for crit damage now. So now we have like 89.8% crit and are overcrapped on crit damage, and we have armor break. Okay, we used armor break probably. He's an assassin, that makes no sense because like we have enough armor break. Armor damage reduction, precision. Precision is an option, honestly. Precision is quite nice because he has block probably for my... Yeah, he has 50% block, so we need a little bit of precision to offset that block. So that should work just nicely. He gets block from my treasure train, he gets armor break from my treasure train, so even though we just unequipped armor break, he has 100% armor break. And we are kind of nullifying his own defenses here to deal more damage. Like we want a counter block with precision, so we need like at least as much precision as we have block. We want negate our armor with armor break, so we have 100% armor break. Damage reduction we want to have as little as possible. We have all damage reduction here, that's not nice. Also 10% armor break. And we could consider like equipping him with other gear, so we don't get that all damage reduction. Then again, I don't necessarily want him to die in round 1, so let's see how he does. The Starving Jara is skilled towards survivability. If she gets off an active skill, we will be rather fine. I have no idea if that LEA can actually kill something. That damage wasn't even very nice, to be honest. Yeah. Coming back here, getting our first kill, that's quite nice. Didn't kill himself, though. This is kind of a problem with him, getting a little bit of life back here. But it is looking okay. Okay. I mean, it was the basic. The basic was a little bit insane, to be honest. Like, the active skills were okay-ish. The basic then looked absolutely bonkers. Like, what's his basic? I didn't even check that. So like, I thought this basic was like trash. 280%. Okay, and with each layer of Curse of Doomsday. Okay, we had a lot of layers of Curse of Doomsday, so we dealt extra damage, 280% every single time. He didn't really kill himself. That was a little bit bad, honestly. Maybe we have to get rid of that all damage reduction and just do something like that, maybe. Oh, that costs us 10% armor break though. Do we have like maybe an assassin gear would be nice. Do we have something like that? I mean, we for sure have like a low tier assassin gear. That is no problem. Yeah, we can just take it. Let's take it from the SFX for now. So we get rid of that all damage reduction and can keep the, that is LDA, can keep the armor break. So we deal full damage. And then let's go on. 29 already cleared. Let's go for 30 now. And it's kind of interesting. I never really played LDA, so it is kind of interesting for me. The damage for a 15 million guy going into SL, not that insane to be honest. Can't really... Oh, he got the kill there, that's why he recently revived. Got no kill here. We have enough Ezreals though, so he should come back. Now he's getting kill over kill, so that's quite nice. Like, if we had like a 15 million attack DTV and would go for light SL, we would absolutely murder it, while here, I mean, it's decent, but it's not really that impressive, to be honest. We get one-shots, and it doesn't look too difficult. And we're not using like some high-end tactic here. We're mainly just putting a crown on our Starwing Jara and then having her survive. And by the way, we oftentimes used like the Starwing Jara to deal damage with the Candy Cane. The thing is, I didn't think about it recently and re-rolled it, and now we no longer have Giant Killer on her. We have Defier, because I thought, okay, we will mainly use her for PvP. Then I don't really care. So let's use Defier. And yeah, I did that. So no longer Giant Killer on her. 100% less damage basically. And that's why we're now using this LDA here, which is doing a decent bit of work. Round 12 though, not very great. And as I said, the damage from the active skill, he does do damage for sure. But like, it's not insane. It's not insane by any means. Challenge times have been used up, my god. Wait, so the wrong ones, right? You're using the cheap ones here. Why am I even buying 4? We're absolutely on a one-shotting spree. Even though I have to say, like, the last one, 11 rounds, that's not that great. And most of the problems, I think, result from us not really killing ourselves fast enough. Even though once we are starting to get kills and killing him off as well, I think we are rather fine. Would be great to get an active skill off here. Nice. Getting that life back on the Starwing Jara is pretty important to our survivability. Other than that, we are just using some all damage reduction from the crown, and with all of the stats she's doing rather well. Quite nice. This was quite good. And by the way, this is also the reason why I never really used LDA. He is such a great hero. I really love him, honestly. He has a nice skill set, but the thing is, you fight in something like IDA, or you go into Ace Championship and you have your first fight against some noob and you have the super strong LDA and he just one-shots himself, kills the enemy team in this first round, doesn't enter round 2. He would have revived on round 2, but as we never enter that, yeah, so no chance to revive and he's out of the battle. And losing a strong hero, a hero you focus on, and maybe even use his damage dealer in your team to this, that would be quite bad. Other than that, I think like the concept of himself dealing damage to himself, then dealing that damage to the enemy is quite interesting. And beyond that, I always had this kind of team idea. I also talked about that with Jesus, with like him killing himself off. Then you have like a Ferric Investor with some CI offset, inflicting silence on the enemy. You put a Drake in that team, so LDA attacks the defense down target and you get 1 kill every round. LDA revives every round, and in theory by turn 6 you kill the last enemy off, and that would be quite fun. But I never really built it because I didn't want to invest into LDA. So last stage here, Sl30, Notorious Sl30 Shadow here. No sublimations on any of our heroes, no Giant Killer on the Starwing Jara, just the A tier for some survivability, and we got the Fire on that, which we don't need. And this copy of LDA I bought for 9,900. Main part, of course, we have treasure train buffs. We have treasure train buffs and we have one level 1 on at home. It is definitely a possible SL, I have to say. Even though one of the more difficult ones, if you just see that boss damage here, yeah, not that nice. Do we? Yeah, and that is our first fail here because that Starving Jara didn't broke out. It was some good damage of the LDA though. Do we? Yeah, we don't run Control Purify. I tried it with the Candy Cane before. That should maybe make it a little bit easier. Now, Control Purify, so we can break out of the twine, and now maybe we can go ahead and do it. By the way, the initial version of Ezreal would not have allowed him to revive on the basis of teammates getting killed. That was not in his initial skill set. If you check out my first review of him, it's really not in there. And yeah, there we have it. Another failure. Because of Starving Jar just taking a whole ton of damage. We could run Gil the Purple Fan as well. Would be an option. But for now, I want to try it with Crown again. Not getting the kill here means we are not going to revive on turn 2, as you see. But we attacked, so that's rather fine. And I guess the survivability is a bit of an issue. We would revive next round, but we don't reach it. Yeah, a bit bad, to be honest. Maybe positioning could change it a little bit. Challenge times have been used up once again. It's not easy by any means, even though we are using like some pretty strong heroes. The thing is, I guess the biggest problem as well, like none of those two heroes is really like an insane main carry. Starving Jar in a sense, yeah, of course. Oh, that was better because we killed ourselves here. Didn't quite kill the enemy, but we killed ourselves, so that wasn't too bad. Dying to the damage over time there, though, horrible. Horrible. So that's a problem. You have to experiment a little bit, but that's not bad. I mean, that's part of the game. So ability and experimenting around can be quite interesting. I guess swapping out an LEA is not really the plan here, but killing ourselves would be quite good. There we got the kill. And we, once again, that is so horrible, because we got the kill here, but we got it so in a way that we didn't revive. Maybe Balance Strike. I mean, like, Balance Strike seems like such an obvious choice, then again, self-damage bypasses Unbending Will. So we just block enemy damage, but I guess we can swap to Balance Strike, try that out. Might lift up his damage a little bit, especially in case we don't crit. So that is something we can do. He shouldn't really be under control, I guess. Can upgrade his attack maybe a bit. That's quite alright here. Okay. Does his skin have anything bad? Control immunity, attack speed? No, that's good. Okay, let's try it again. Have to buy one more attempt. Then let's see. It's not really like we slaughtered by any means. If we were to upgrade like Starving Jar, put her in the home, use all of our resources really, then yeah, of course. No problems here. But that is not really what I want to do. I want to conserve my resources, honestly. That's mostly the plan. Yeah, that we killed ourselves. It's not even bad damage for this being a 5-star, right? And are getting a little bit closer, even though the balance strike was a bit weird when we didn't kill ourselves with the initial hit. And then like popped back up and got a lot of our life back. Could also put demon belts on the other heroes, but I don't think that's really worth it. If that Starving Jar could break out, that would be very nice. Didn't quite do that. Basic attack here? No. No, we got twined. Ooh, basic attack. Nice, but now we kill ourselves. And that's again the mean part. Like, when you don't really want to kill yourself, he kills himself. He can't stay alive, he murders himself. That Starving Jar is still struggling. But I tried it with Candy Cane and she was struggling even more, so I guess that is always a bit bad. Didn't quite get the kill on himself. And now we're waiting for him to kill himself, which is weird. Now he killed the enemies, Starving Jar died, we not twined, and now dead. Yeah, that's not really how it works. That's really not how it works. I don't know. It's weird. I don't really know what I want to change, honestly. Which stone do we use? An attack stone. Ah, we could go for crit. Could go for crit. Let's go for crit. It maybe makes it a little bit easier for her to get the crit instead of maybe not even critting and not getting enough life back. It's been ages since we've done like an SL. SLs were kind of my favorite thing for a long time. Ah, and there she's dead. Oh, that's so bad. Now probably kill one of those enemies with basic. Yeah. Then killing ourselves, none of the Ezreal's alive. Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad. I mean, we probably just need a little bit of better Starving Jar RNG, her not getting CC'd. We are using CI on her, so that's a little bit of an upside. Then Then again, they have CI offset, so they can CC her. And Twine, of course, horrible CC. CCs you at the beginning of the round. And then she's a little bit too slow here. Oh, that's bad. Yeah. I mean, we could have gotten the kill there again. Oh, that wouldn't really have changed anything. Maybe we just need a little bit of extra speed. How fast are we? 2086. It's just like... It sounds like nothing, to be honest. Okay, that's now with Speedstone, and Speed enables leaves us as 2476 speed. And that is faster than anything there. The thing is, it's also faster when we do this, because that's 2436, and the highest speed enemy are the priests with 2430 speed. If you're wondering, by the way, because I say that this is 2436 speed, this is because of the monster speed that people always forget somehow. Because if you check that out, there is like 40 speed here, and there is another 180 speed here, so plus 220 speed. And that's also part of the game, of course. So let's see now. Now we are a little bit faster with the Starving Jara, and can hopefully get a heal or two more off. There was the first hit. Interesting. Oh, we target lowest life. I didn't think about that this would make a change in that way, because now we target the boss. We might get the kill here. Okay, we got the kill on the boss. Can we get kill on basic? Oh, there it is. That was interesting. I didn't think about that. But the thing is, if we check that out again, what happened here and why this was interesting. The Starving Jara went first and did the basic, and the basic attacks targets the enemy with the lowest HP, okay, and an enemy with the highest attack. And if we check out the values, where is it? Front boss. The boss has an attack of 4 million, the other enemies 3.2 million, which means the second part of the attack hits the boss, and that actually made the boss and the initial lowest life hero both lowest life. And then we had our Azrael, which, if we read that correctly, deals damage to self, meanwhile inflicts soul castigation on 2 enemies with the lowest HP. So the 2 enemies with the lowest HP, if you use a fast Starving Jara, are always the enemy with the highest attack, meaning the boss, and one of the minions. The slot 1 minion in that case. So you hit the boss and the slot 1 minion, meaning we could kill the boss on this turn early. This made the difference in the end. This is quite interesting, so you really want to have Starving Jara faster than the boss. And faster than LDA, of course. Interesting. Very interesting. This was absolutely not intended and not planned. I thought we would just steamroll it, to be honest. But take that away with you for your attempt maybe on Shadow SL. Having Starving Jara do a basic early on, very good. So, that now means we got all SL30s cleared. Thanks for sticking around. I hope you have a good time, and we'll see us in the next one.